And by the way, I really believe that this internet process is truly going to be the thing that will free us and save us. It's the last chance I think our people have. I believe a revolution, great revolution, can come because the massive powers of media and are falling. Newspapers are going bankrupt. Television news programs are going bankrupt. Even a lot of cable systems, because people now are going to the internet, and you can now produce your own news. There are literally millions of people who are talking, putting out information today. So it's there's a great revolution going on, and our people have a chance to benefit from it, and all people of the world have a chance to benefit from it.
I agree, and people are listening to us right now all over the world.
You know, I knew the man who really kind of was responsible for all this. He was a very close friend and confidant of mine. His name was Dr. William Shockley, the Nobel Prize winner, who his life became devoted to the freedom of our people. And he was very depressed when he died because he tried to tell the truth about the issues facing European mankind, and the media hounded him and attacked him. But I told him before he died, he was sick at that time, and I said, look, you know, it's hard to see what you do. I mean, he invented the transistor and the silicon chip. In fact, Shockley Semiconductor, his corporation was the first beginning of Silicon Valley. And this man, who was really one of us in terms of his opinions, really launched the means for our people to defend themselves. This great Nobel Prize winner, Dr. William Shockley. And I think the great opportunity is there out there for our people. And by the way, I feel like we should always take the opportunity to say this to our listeners, both you and I, Jeff, that it's so important for new listeners to really understand what we're saying here. We are not racist supremacists. We don't hate other people. We believe in the rights of every people on this planet to preserve themselves, their heritage, their freedom, the unique expressions of humanity. And when we talk about this Jewish extremist problem, it's just that, Jewish extremism. We're talking about the people controlling the media and controlling so much of international finance and controlling politics in many ways. And what they're doing is destroying individual rights and freedom. We're not hating people or being anti-Semitic or trying to hurt people because they're Jews or they have a different religion. We're trying to expose the world's most powerful racial supremacism, and supremacism that is leading us into wars, all sorts of disasters, and in the same origins of this power. For instance, overthrew the czars in Russia and brought Bolshevism into power in this planet, Eastern Europe, which caused the death of tens of millions of people. And since that time, we've had these terrible wars, and for instance, in the Mideast and elsewhere around the world. And this same power has been responsible for more bloodshed and more suppression of innocent humanity than anything in the world.
Over 100 million people in the last century.
Oh, it's unbelievable. 500 Palestinians a month, on average, are tortured by the Israelis. In fact, he said from 1987 to 1992, 30,000 Palestinians were tortured in Israeli dungeons. Well, the Israelis, have many Palestinians in their power, in their grasp at this time, and so we have many people in our grasp too. And films like Glorious Bastards basically said this. Why do so many millions of Americans right now look at it like with some sort of joy when they saw phosphorus bombs raining down on the Palestinians of Gaza, and children with their decapitated and burned beyond recognition, suffering terrible in the hospitals of Gaza, and of course these literally hundreds of thousands of Palestinians who were ethnically cleansed for their own homes, and yet they call us the haters and they call us the racists, and yet this is the kind of thing that Israel does with the collusion of the media, because they always tell us, that Israel's our best friend, and no one in Congress dares to talk about the crimes of Israel. And then we have blowback in the United States, like 9/11, like what's going on in these other issues. We have this blowback because of the fact that America supports these horrendous crimes of Israel. And by the way, one more point, this has got to be for our American listeners. The Israeli state itself, the Zionists themselves, have attacked America with terrorism. in the Levant affair. This was admitted by the Israeli government. They gave awards to the Zionist terrorists who attacked America. They attacked us in the Liberty, USS Liberty. They destroyed our whole intelligence network in Eastern Europe a few years ago with the Jonathan Pollard spy case, which was by the Israeli government. I mean, you know, the difference is when another country, or in fact it's not even another country, a small group of Al-Qaeda, they attack us with terrorism, we go bomb the Nada. We didn't go and attack Israel after their violent terrorist attacks in America. We bombed them with money.
Yep, yep. David, thanks very much for the visit. Keep me posted. I'll look forward to the next video.
Yeah, I'd like to hear from your listeners. Just write to me and send me an email. I'd love to hear from everybody out there.
Very
Appreciate
good.
everything.
Okay. Thank you, David.
Okay, Jeff.
Good night. David Duke. And by the way, an Auschwitz survivor, Hadjo Mayer, said Israel is acting like the Nazis. So again, honorable Jews are standing up, and they have to lead the way.